Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome back. I appreciate all of you being here. Hope everybody's doing well. Well, as promised, guys, I'm going to talk about back to one with the narcissist. Now, what is back to one with the narcissist? Well, the term back to one is used in TV and film for actors to go back to their first position, the first position of the scene, the first mark that they were at when the scene opened up. And that's exactly what the severe narcissist does to their target. Time and time again, the narcissist brings the target back to one, back to the first position of the relationship, so it doesn't progress. So the target doesn't require much from the narcissist, so the promises don't have to be kept to the target. It's a way to devalue the target and make them feel completely insignificant and unseen and unimportant. You know, it's a devaluing tactic by the narcissist. I've witnessed this myself, and I've heard of this happening time and time again from people I've spoken to who were targets of narcissistic abuse. And it keeps the target confused. It keeps the target striving for some kind of intimacy with the narcissist, trying to get water from a rock, basically, time and time again. Because it's like they've climbed up to the top of the mountain only to get knocked down to the bottom of the mountain again. And they have to climb right back up again, exhausted. It's exactly what it's like for targets of narcissistic abuse. They don't know what hit them. They think, he said, narcissist is on best behavior, everything's going well, and all of a sudden the target gets knocked off the mountain again. And it's back to one with the narcissist, as if the relationship never occurred, like they're a new person in the narcissist's life or an acquaintance that they don't even know. Very strange behavior. And if you have experienced this, let me know in the comments below. You know, did you progress with your narcissist and, you know, you thought you had a close relationship, and then all of a sudden the narcissist is treating you like a nobody, like an acquaintance, like you're a first coffee date at Starbucks again. You know, after 7 years, all of a sudden you may get questions like, when's your birthday? What month? Or, oh, what is your favorite color? Do you have a favorite color? I mean, really strange questions that would be asked on a first date, or somebody you don't know, or maybe just some acquaintance that you meet randomly on the job or something. It's really devaluing to the target. It makes them feel belittled and insignificant and unimportant. And that's exactly why the narcissist does it, guys. They do this intentionally to not have any responsibility in the relationship, to not have to answer to the time that has passed, the time that they've wasted, with you, basically, or they've wasted your time. They don't have to answer to that. It gives them carte blanche to still do what they want, to still entertain different forms of supply, and to still have you fight and work on the relationship and give while they're taking. It really stagnates the relationship and keeps it only going so far. It doesn't progress any more than that. And you know the narcissist doesn't resolve any problems. They don't resolve any issues. They go back to one, guys. They want to go back to one as if they're just meeting you. Like nothing, there's no history, nothing bad happened. They didn't do anything to you. They want you to forget all that. And they just want to go back to treating you like an acquaintance again. It's really strange behavior. I know it happened to me years ago, and I never experienced it before. I thought, what the heck is wrong with this person? What? I couldn't believe the questions they were asking me. So it's really confusing for the target. It's really confusing. And it really knocks them off their rocker, confidence-wise. They don't know who they're dealing with. It's like all of a sudden there's this imposter or robot they're talking to, asking mechanical questions that are very generic and something that, like I said, you'd ask a total stranger. It's really strange. You wonder, is this the same person that I knew, or is this somebody that is programmed to ask basic questions? It's very odd behavior. That's why we think these types aren't exactly human, because Their behavior is very strange. I said this in my very first video, Narcissist: A Spiritual Warning. And if you haven't watched that one. I mean, it was a very poorly done video. It's one of my first videos, or if not the first one. And, it really, you really see behavior that is kind of like a robot, like programmed, programmed questions. And it seems like there's all of a sudden a short circuit or something. And they go back to a prior date's questions, like years before, starting all over again. Very, very odd. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments below. If all of a sudden they demoted you suddenly. Now, this also could be because, they have other supply. That is, maybe that other form of supply is progressing with them. And so they have to shuffle their forms of supply around. And 1 minute you're the main supply, next minute you're the third supply. You don't think you are. You may think you're the first form of supply, the primary one. But then all of a sudden, they're kind of rotating their forms of supply. They're going MIA. They're being vague and ambiguous about their whereabouts. Again, they don't want any responsibility. They don't want to feel that they have to answer to anybody because, they're still up to their deceitful tactics. There's no other reason why they would be hiding things or not upfront as to their whereabouts, right? So that's usually the main reason, is they're shuffling supply around and you've been demoted. But it's also so they can keep you as a form of supply, but again, not have it progress, not have you have any further expectations of it that they can't give. They know that they're not going to progress. They know they're not going to come through with what they promised, or they can't. So they have to keep you on a string somehow. So they'll just kind of bring you back to one. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if this has happened to you. I've witnessed it myself, and I've heard of this happening many times from targets. They're left confused, and their confidence is shot. They feel demoted. They feel unimportant. And they've spent a lot of time and effort in the relationship, giving and giving and giving. And then all of a sudden, it's like a slap in the face. Like, really, who is this person talking to me? Do they even know me at all? So it really does a number on targets, and that's why I figured I would mention it to you. And look out for it. If you're questioning whether you're with somebody who's a severe narcissist or not, know these tactics. Know that they are intentional. They're not accidental. But it is very strange how all of these narcissists globally seem to go by the same playbook. The same love bombing, the same devaluing, the same discard, and these tactics that can't really be understood by most of us. They're not normal, and they're very strange. So anyway, guys, I hope this gave you some more information. And if you need prayer, put your prayer requests in the comments below, and I'll be sure to pray for you. If you would like one-on-one Christian guidance, please email me at angelhavenministry@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you on how to do that. Know that I did counsel and teach as an adjunct professor at a university for several years, and know you're not alone. There's always people who understand narcissistic abuse. Many don't, but it's important that you talk to somebody that does. So you can always email me, and I can email you back on how to have a one-on-one phone call with me, or if you're in another country, an audio Zoom call. Also follow on Facebook, X, Quora, and Rumble, and I'll see you again soon, guys. God bless.